Hi guys, welcome back to Serenity. Today I have an amazing guest, my best friend, Rada.
Hi. Can I just say something?
Go
I
ahead.
just miss you, G. Honestly, it's been a
Same.
long time since
This
we've
is
done this.
so
Yeah, I
weird.
know. It's been a long time since we've done this.
It truly has.
Girl, when's the last time we did this?
I have no idea.
Literally, I'm guessing it was
I think it was before lockdown.
the first one.
Before lockdown.
This one or the previous one?
Oh no, the very first lockdown that we had in March.
Yeah. I think, yeah.
I think, wow.
It's a long time ago.
Wow. Also, guys, we might have someone else joining, but we're not sure if they're actually going to come on.
Yeah, it's my friend, and G was like, we're going to talk about conspiracies, and me and him were like having a big conversation about conspiracies last night. So I was like, let me just see if he wants to join, but he seems busy right now, so I don't know if he's going to join or not. I literally just said join when you want, so we'll see if he will.
Yeah, that's fine. So let's just get straight into the podcast. So I wanted to start off by talking about Madeleine McCann.
Oh, okay. I'll be honest. I don't know too much about that, but I know that she obviously has disappeared. Like, that's the... Yeah. But, like...
So for those of you who don't know, sorry for interrupting.
No. Honestly, it's fine.
Guys, we're not in the same room or anything. We're in our own houses. So it's kind of,
very weird.
Odd.
Yeah, like, it feels like when we're talking, like, one of us, or it will have, like, a long pause. And it feels, it's just weird. Like, I'll be saying something, like, conversation, it will just be quiet for a while, and I'll be like, did she hear me or not?
I know, and the internet connection isn't that great either, so that's not helping.
Yeah, okay. Okay, fine. That's fine. I mean, we'll make it through. It's not that deep. We have to adapt to our circumstances. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
All right, so Madeleine McCann, for those of you who don't know, the thing is, her whole case is called the disappearance of Madeleine McCann. The girl didn't disappear, she was kidnapped. And she was kidnapped on the 3rd of May 2007. Me and Rada were 6 years old. It was before our birthday.
I'm also, if I'm quiet, it's because I'm really trying to watch my language.
Oh, it's fine, man. Don't worry.
I'm trying not to swear.
So Madeleine McCann disappeared. Her family and went to Portugal, and they were near the Algarve region, and two twin brothers who are younger than her. So her parents would leave the kids in the accommodation in the night while they were sleeping, and they went down to have. And honestly, I don't think I would ever do that.
I heard that they leave the door open.
That's so sketchy. And they would check on the kids every half an hour.
Yeah. It seems very sus. Like, there's something that doesn't really make sense about the whole thing.
No. She's been missing for 13 years, 6 months, and 23 days. I am reading this off the internet, by the way. It's not something that I just memorize.
Yeah, I was going to say, G. I was like, oh, gee. How did you remember that?
Well, you got good memory. Parents went out with friends. They were literally sitting, I think they were at the bar downstairs, like they were in the hotel resort place where they were staying. They were on the premises, but they were just like in the bar area, and they left the kids in the room. They were sleeping, and they would check on the kids every half an hour to make sure they were all right. Honestly, like I said before, I don't think I would ever do that to my kids.
Yeah, of course. Like, why would you do that? I just don't understand why. Like, were they not looking after the kids? Like, they had the door wide open that anyone could have come in. And nowadays, like, as much as like I hate to think about it, like, people are so sick that they want to have kids. They not have them, but like kidnap kids. It doesn't really. Yeah. I don't even understand why they do it, but that is the thing. So you have to be extra like protective over your kids. and they're there like going down for drinks. Like, is drinks that important that you're really gonna like leave your kids?
This is the thing, right? I feel like people will go crazy. They would give up their own life if it meant they could drink alcohol, and I don't understand that. You're literally putting a drink that is harming your body above your
The
own
importance
blood.
of a child. Yeah, no, I don't understand. I don't understand.
So obviously they were being watched. Well, this is one of the things that because we spoke about it in uni in one of my
Yeah.
classes. Um, so it could be the first idea is that they were being watched, and that's how the kidnappers figured
Yeah,
out
I
that they
have
were
a
being checked
feeling.
on every half an hour, you
I
know?
have a feeling that they were getting watched.
But I was in uni and we were watching this video, and the police actually said, well, what if it was a robbery gone wrong, and that these robbers or robber
Hmm.
saw the family sitting down, they were keeping an eye on them, and then they just knew they were foreign, so they wanted
Hmm.
to break into their room and steal. But Madeleine McCann woke up with that, and they panicked and just took her.
What? Why would they
That
take her?
because in the moment of panic that they went into like steal and rob from the room, but she woke up. That was one of the conspiracy theories that the police had about it.
Yeah. I don't
I
know.
personally think the parents are involved.
Oh, yep. Yep. I believe that too.
I
I
think they're
think,
definitely involved.
oh, yeah, for sure. I honestly just like, it doesn't make any sense to me, like, because if we're gonna go with the fact that they would leave their children just like, with the door open, go down for drinks, they have no
Yeah.
consideration for, like, they didn't think about the fact that if their kid went missing, blah 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 blah. Like, that didn't cross their mind. And if someone doesn't think that like into the protection of their children, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't really care. Like, if, like, I don't know, in my head, maybe the parents sold the child.
Well, that's another conspiracy theory that she was
That's
sold.
that's what I kind of like. I'm sitting with because okay, as much as it's sick, kids are expensive. Like, if you buy a kid, that's like money, and you just don't know,
Yeah.
people nowadays like are crazy over money. Like, people, the greed in this world is crazy. Like, people sell their children, sell their daughters.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Like, so I wouldn't even be surprised about that. It's disgusting, but I wouldn't be surprised. Like, you know. But
Another
do
thing
you
that
think she's
sparked the
alive?
rumor. You know what? I have no idea. I
I
feel
don't
like
think
she
she
could be
is.
dead, but at the same time, I think she's alive.
I don't think she is alive.
Bro, you have so much background noise.
Yes, sorry. Okay, maybe it's a bad idea that I'm deciding to do my makeup for some apparent reason. I feel like I'll be able to talk more, but I'll try and be quiet. Sorry.
So,
Sorry.
on the selling theory of her parents selling her,
Yeah.
they when they searched the hotel room or the room that they were staying in, they
Hmm.
a bottle of Calpol, and both her parents were doctors, I think.
Yeah.
So they were like another conspiracy theory. Oh, you sedated your daughter on the night that she was taken by giving her Calpol because Calpol helps kids when they're ill
Sleep.
and it helps them sleep better.
So what you think they sold her for, what, organs or something?
No, not for organs. I think that they sedated her so that it would make it much easier to
For her
abduct
to
her,
be, yeah. Oh, yeah.
so that she's
But
quiet.
okay, well then, okay, if we think about it, if her parents were doctors, then they wouldn't have an issue with money. That's what I'm gonna sit here and say.
Well, they made more money for this whole search that they did for her. They must have made millions. And another conspiracy theory was that they drugged her with the Calpol and they overdosed her on it and they killed her. So
I
they think
wouldn't,
that they
yeah, I
drugged her
wouldn't
up,
be
but it
surprised.
went wrong.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm trying not to say like the B word, so That's crazy. I mean, to be honest, I just don't understand why you would do that to your kid.
No.
Honestly,
Something that sorry.
go on. Sorry.
So I was going to say something that I brought up in uni, brought
Mm.
up, not bought up. I didn't buy anything. I'm broke. But something that I, something that I brought up at uni in our class
Yeah.
was that Madeline's mum didn't seem that emotional or concerned that her daughter had gone missing. Like she, obviously people take it different ways, but I feel like a mother's first instinct is to cry and, and I don't think Madeline's mum ever did that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a part that's like maybe she didn't care, or she's cried enough, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But
but it just doesn't
yeah,
make
it doesn't.
sense.
I honestly doesn't make sense. Like this whole case, like I need to. I don't even know if it's still on Netflix, but I need to watch that like documentary about her. I haven't actually seen it.
Bro, it's funny that you talk about Netflix documentary because the parents didn't want to be involved in it. And that is another red flag in my
Oh
eyes.
yeah, what
They made
were they
such a
in
big
there?
deal and they did no, they didn't want to be a part of the documentary.
Okay, well that's so
And I
sus.
find that so sus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so sus. What your kid's missing, and the one thing that could raise awareness for it, you don't want to be a part of. What?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. That's so weird.
I mean, Madeline had a very distinctive, a very unique thing in her eye.
What, like,
Like that's
would
she
you?
had like a feature in her eye. Like if you Google a picture of her,
Yeah, she had like the
in
sparkle,
her
right?
it was like a I don't know, it was
Not even a
almost like
sparkle, it
her
was like a
pupil was
dot.
like leaking. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Madeline, I'm looking at a picture of her now. She's really cute.
Yeah, yeah.
And a conspiracy theory that surrounds that is that yeah, she was sold
Yeah.
and she was trafficked.
Yeah.
I mean, the search for Madeleine McCann has cost almost around £12 million.
Yeah.
So I feel like they did it because they thought that they could get money from it.
Yeah. Do you... Oh no, that's a silly thing to say. I was gonna be like, do you think the parents still have her and they're just hiding her?
You know, I think I that has crossed my mind before.
Yeah. Because like, have
Because
you
I feel
seen?
like
Yeah,
she is
sorry.
around.
Yeah. The thing is, like, a lot of these people, like, I've seen like this movie on Netflix called Room, and it's so like disturbing, right? This guy's,
Same.
yeah, have you seen it? And
Yep.
then he like kidnaps a
Yeah.
girl, and like he's like holding her captive in his shed, and it's like you would never know that. You know what I'm saying? That stuff you just would
Yeah.
never know. So
For 7 years, she was in there.
yeah, and she had a kid, and the
Yeah.
kid grew up in a shed.
Yeah.
And the kid was just like, no, this is my home. I don't want it. When they got out, like I was just surprised. The kid was like, no, I want to go back to a room.
He was so good. And his mom was like, right, you're gonna pretend that you're dead and then you're gonna roll out of the rug. And I was like, oh, by the way, spoiler
Yeah, spoiler.
in case you haven't watched it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a really good film, but it was pretty traumatic.
Oh yeah, it was tough to watch. Like I probably watched it twice because do you know what I found really interesting about that movie is at the beginning of the movie you would see the room but it didn't look small to me. I think it was
No,
probably the angles, but at the end of the movie you understood how small the area was. Like it was literally
it was
just it's smaller
tiny.
than my room. It's smaller than it was probably the size of my bathroom. Sorry, I don't want to sound like I'm flexing. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Like my bathroom is pretty small, and I think that was how big the room was.
yeah.
That's
It was
crazy.
tiny.
See, you know what? Like I had to watch it twice. I was like, what? Like it looked like a whole like conservatory, but it was literally just a tiny shed.
Because I thought it
Wait,
was a
not a
lot bigger.
conservatory. Like one of those like outdoor like sheds, but the big ones that people use for like gym or something.
Yeah, I thought it was big.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, when you said like at the end, I was like, bro, that was so tiny. And for 7 years, and they weren't allowed out.
Yeah, I know. I just don't understand how the people have the heart to do that. Like to just take someone random and just do that to them. Like doesn't make sense. That's why I think a lot of people need to understand you can't trust anyone, because the man was like, oh my god, can you help me, my dog is ill, and then she went to help him and he kidnapped her.
Yeah.
And it's a true story.
Yeah.
I would see, like, you know, if someone's animal was like dying, I'd be like, oh my god, yeah, I'll help you. And then, you know, you just don't know.
It's a very untrustworthy and cruel world.
I know. You know what? This was the year I actually found out about that stuff, because you know me better than anyone. I'm in my room 24/7. I'm in my bubble. I have no idea. But
Yeah.
I've been on socials and I've been on like Twitter a lot more. I've understood that the world is not what I thought it was. And
No.
it's sad to think that it took me this long. Like, you know, I just don't go. I just stay in my bubble. I want to know what I want to know. You know, like I try and keep it sweet.
But I think that's a good thing.
It's a good thing, but it's also a really bad thing, because like there's a lot going on in the world, and I don't want to be that person that's just under the rock, you know?
Yeah. Here it says that another conspiracy theory was that Madeline woke up and she just walked out of the apartment like by herself, and then she was killed in a car accident.
What?
Yeah.
Is that another thought that happened? Like they think happened?
Yeah, it's another conspiracy theory that's come up.
Okay, so where's her body?
Well, they probably hid it. But recently, actually, I don't know whether it was this year or last year. I think this year's been so long that I don't even remember. But I think the police came across, I think it was a German truck driver who said that he had seen Madeline or something. And I think it was him who confirmed that she was dead. But I don't think I believe that.
Wait, a truck driver? How did he confirm it though?
Because it was found that he had links to the case, to Madeline's case and whatever. And
Do you know what he did or no?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I honestly, my feeling is, as much as it's sad to say it, I honestly feel like she's dead. I'm sorry.
I think she is.
But I don't think anyone will believe it until we found the body, or we find her, sorry.
Yeah.
But like, I honestly have a fat feeling that she's not here anymore. Because if I know that it's like, you know, easier said than done.
The internet connection is so bad.
What's going on? But yeah, honestly, I honestly feel like she's not living, and that's really
the
sad.
Internet's gone again. Apologize if this podcast isn't as good as it could be, but this is like the first time we're doing it this way. So
is it? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. So, can I bring up a conspiracy?
Yeah, go for it.
Girl, have you heard of the elevator game?
The what?
The elevator game.
Elevator game? No.
Yep. Okay, this is going to be so creepy, and people listening, I apologize. I'm sorry. Please don't do this, okay? I'm not going to say.
Can I look it up on Google?
Yes. Oh my god, please do. Literally, guys, if you're ballsy and you're like, oh, let's try it, please don't try it, because I'm telling you, like, you're going to. Anyways, it's just not going to be a good thing. So I'd say no. There is a thing called elevator game, and it's a way of going to another world.
Oh god, I'm seeing all of this about bodies floating and in water and people dying.
Yes.
I'm scared of lifts, so
I don't know. This is not good. So I don't know if you want me to talk about it, but
you can. I mean, all of these stories that I'm seeing so far are all in like Canada and stuff.
Yeah. So basically, guys, this is a game, or you have to do these rules on an elevator. The elevator needs around. I can't say it. Like, I changed this pronunciations. I don't know why. It needs at least 10 floors, and you have to do a set of rules that will get you to this new dimension, right? And if you don't do them properly, you can like be trapped in the world. Or you can literally be emotionally scarred. So what happens is rules. You've got to, so there's like you get into the elevator, you have to be alone. You have to make sure that there's like no interruptions. And you got to go to the first floor, then you got to go to the second floor, then you got to go to the sixth floor, then you got to go to the second floor, and then it's like all this thing, and you get to the 10th floor. And during this time, you'll have this lady that will try and get your attention, that she'll come in and she'll try and talk to you and stuff. You've got to ignore her. And this is the person from the other dimension. And then, see, I'm telling you, please, anyone listening, please don't do it, because there's someone that actually died from it. I actually do believe in this. Because
It's not even someone. I've seen so many, like when I just looked it up on Google, there were a bunch of different people. And weirdly, they were all women that were like found.
Really?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm thanking God that it's not here because I'm terrified. It like just the sound of it scares me.
It is scary. It's horror is weird, right? And then what happened? And then what happens is then you end. So if there's that one stage that you could be going to the 10th floor, and if you get to the 10th floor, you have reached the new dimension. But if you get sent to the first floor, then you haven't. Like you failed, right? And
there's no way this dimension is real.
Oh, gee, I honestly feel like it's real. I feel like it's real because there's obviously parallel universes.
Really?
Even scientists have proven that there's parallel universes.
Oh yeah, I heard about that, but I don't know if I believe it.
You can believe it or not. Like it does seem very like, like not true, but to an extent, like in my head, me being someone that's very open-minded, I'd be like, why am I saying no to it? Like, what if it's true? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then once you reach the new dimension, you can either, it's your choice to go explore, but then you have to go all the way down and do the whole thing again, and that depends on whether you get back or not safely. And that's scary.
Why would anyone ever want to do that? Like,
I know.
I mean, maybe there are a lot of people who are just a lot braver, but I personally wouldn't recommend it. Please don't do this game.
Yeah, please don't do this game. Like, I feel like it's just very dangerous, and like it's just so silly. Like, it's not silly. I mean, it's very interesting. Everyone is curious, but it's like if you're really risking your life and like the chance of you getting lost into another dimension, like everyone can sit here and say getting lost is the worst feeling. Imagine getting lost to another dimension and not being able to come back. That's freaky.
Mm-mm.
So like that's been yesterday. I was researching about it. Like I knew of it, but I didn't really research into it. But yesterday I was going crazy stupid with it, and yeah, I couldn't sleep last night. Like it was like one of those sleeps where you just kept coming in and out of sleep.
Yeah.
It freaks me out so much. It's just weird. Do you believe in so moving on, do you believe in like civilizations before us?
What do you mean, like
that? Like this is my brother's told me about this stuff, but I only I know about it kind of, but I know that like the Anunnaki and stuff.
Anunnaki. Why does that sound familiar? The word.
Like I don't know, if you search it up, like we can look into it. So apparently my brother is saying that like a lot. He said to me that he thinks that the pyramids were already built, like the Egyptians didn't actually build them.
Oh, you're talking about like what, like Victorians, ancient Egyptians?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
That's the conspiracy.
I think they did exist.
What do you mean before?
Yeah, I think they existed.
Oh, girl. Yes, I do believe it existed before. Honestly,
I'm just thinking that.
Yeah, my brother just told me today. He was like, what did he say? He was like, sometimes I can't speak. Atlantis, right? Is right in front of us in Africa, but we're not choosing to believe it. Apparently, that's what my brother said. Because I actually haven't seen the pictures myself. But there's like he was saying that there's rings that exist in Africa that like literally are what in Atlantis were. Is the reason why it's not being brought attention because it's not in like a Western country. Like it's not in where it thought it would be in like Greece.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that ancient Egyptians existed.
Oh yeah, I believe
and
they existed. Yeah.
I mean, I guess, like, I mean, I've been to Egypt before, right? And I've got Egyptian relatives, and it just makes sense. It's kind of like, do you think that, like how you have like your parents and then your grandparents and then they've got their grandparents and then your great grandparents
Ancestors.
have their parents. Yeah, like
Yeah.
it all goes back. Like in for Arabs, right? The way when obviously like if I had a child or whatever, like okay, say when I was born or my brother was born, he would have had to have he would have had his first name and then he would have had, I think, oh God, I can't remember the order because I don't have it in my name, but it's like you have your dad's name, your granddad's name, and then your great granddad's name, something like that, and then you have the family name. So you have like 4 names.
Yeah.
And it's to help you because back then, obviously, we didn't have phones, we didn't have Google Maps, we didn't have whatever. So people were like, "Oh, what family are you from?" or "What's your name?" And then
Yeah.
you'll be like, "Oh, my name is this, 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 this," and then the last name would be your family name, and then people are gonna be like, "Oh, okay, so you come from this family," and you're like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
So I feel you can't really say that it didn't exist because if that didn't exist, then you wouldn't exist today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then your grandparents wouldn't exist.
Yeah. I honestly believe that the ancient Egypt did exist, of course. But like, do you believe that the pyramid? I believe that the pyramids were already there. Like they belonged
No, I
to.
think they built them.
Yeah. See, this is what I really want to
I
get
think that the
into.
ancient Egyptians, yeah,
Because you know
I
how
think they
they've
built
had
them.
like Hazara, this is my brother's name. He said that like the hieroglyphics, right? Is that how you
Right.
pronounce it? Right? That's how you
Yeah,
pronounce it.
yeah.
Yeah, they went inside the pyramid. That's what he said. Is that true? Can you just like search that up?
The
Like the
yeah, that's the hieroglyphics is the writing that they used to
yeah,
use. That's how they
apparently
used to write.
yeah, Hazara was like it's not actually inside the pyramid.
Well, I've been inside a pyramid.
And it doesn't have it inside.
I mean, I don't remember because I must have been like 5 or 6 when I went.
Yeah.
But I
Well,
remember going in and there was a tomb in there.
yeah. See, this is the thing. Like, there's so much stuff that doesn't, it's so different. Like, everyone's thoughts. Like, Hazara just said to me was like, I don't believe that they built it. I think like, there was a civilization before, and he said that the way that like the pyramids were made were for energy. And then I was like, oh, maybe that kind of does make sense because if you think about the shape of a triangle in Hinduism and like in like meditation, like and like let's say bring into Illuminati, like why is this like triangle symbol so important? Like why is everyone using it? Like if we go into like spirituality, the triangle, because I believe in this stuff, the triangle is very important like for female energy. Like if you see the shape of it, I hope I'm not getting too like explicit, but it's the shape of a female, you know what I'm saying, body part.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
would so that would be so
Yeah.
when you're meditating, a female would do that sign when she's meditating because it's like female energy. Yeah, I think, right? Yeah, I think Ariana Grande did it in her video as well. She was sitting there and she had her hand like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So, and then there's like, one of our gods called Shiva. His thing is a triangle and an upside down triangle. And it's I think it must be something to do with energy or something to do with power. So like, like that kind of
Yeah, so the
like
triangle
goes into the towards like power or something. And then we going back to the pyramids. Like it's pretty sick.
yeah.
So if my friend was here, we would
I
literally.
went to Egypt. I
Yeah.
drove a car there. It was sick.
What?
It was so cool.
How old are you?
Yeah, driving at age 5.
Gee.
Some of you lot could never.
I drove a golf buggy when I was like 10. And I was like,
Oh no,
ooh.
this was an actual car. I kind of feel like I want a golf buggy because I feel like
Oh,
it's so much cooler.
same. I think we should just buy one and then drive it in the summer. Wait, should we actually?
Just drive it around.
I'd love to do that. You know what? During this summer, we should actually go play golf just for bands. Just for bands.
We should.
Because I
By
used
the
to play
way,
golf when I was like, yeah.
Sorry, I was gonna say your Christmas card. Rada sent me a Christmas card, and it was so beautiful. I've hung it up on the string that we have on our ceiling,
Yeah.
and it said Winter Wonderland. And I showed my mom, and I was like, "Do you know why she sent me this card?"
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, and my mom goes, "Because you go Winter Wonderland every year." And I was like, "I think that's why she sent it."
Honestly, I did. When I saw it on the shelf, I was like, I'm definitely going to buy this one because, like, to be honest, like, obviously the main person I was going to send a card to was you. And I was like, oh, this year we couldn't go.
Yeah.
It's not even, to be honest, we made it a tradition. We've only been once together, but we knew that every year we would go Winter Wonderland. And obviously this year we weren't able to because it got cancelled. But, girl, I'm so upset we couldn't go. I'm pretty sure you would have forced me to go on a roller coaster, even though I hate them.
Honestly, yeah, I probably would have.
Guys, I hate roller coasters. Literally, we went on the worst roller coaster according to G. And when I got off, I was like shaking. I was like, "Whoa, this was so difficult. I don't want to ever do that again." G was like, "What the hell? It wasn't that bad." What are you talking about? Like literally, she was yawning. She was yawning on that ride. Like it didn't faze her at all. Hey. Hello?
Sorry, I had to hotspot because this is just ridiculous.
I know, it's really weird. This connection is crazy.
But yeah, there's no interruptions now. But
yeah, we'll hope so. But what was interruption? Sorry, I wasn't even listening, so I zoned out. We were
talking about Oh, I was saying that the Christmas card you got me, it said Winter Wonderland on it. Honestly, it meant a lot. I was like, we couldn't go in person, but I have this card now. So technically we have been to a Winter Wonderland.
Yeah, I'm believing that we did, honestly.
It's a shame. We only made the tradition last year.
I know. It's so annoying. It was like the one year we were like trying to plan like the best like future, not even the future, like just like to do things as friends next year and like have nice things to do. It just never worked. You know what I'm saying? Like next year, God was just like, nope. You know, nope.
Guys, this is our 4th year of friendship, mine and Rada's, right? So we met when you were in year 11 and I was in year 10, but we weren't actually friends. And then we became friends in year 12.
Wait, can you tell them how we met?
Oh, yeah, and then we'll get back to the conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Literally, we met because of Grayson Dolan.
I still have a crush on that man, but we move forward.
So, the Dolan twins are YouTubers. You might know them. They started off on Vine.
I think everyone watching this will know who the Dolan twins are.
They should know who they are. If you don't know, go check them out. They also have a podcast, which I like listening to as well.
Yeah.
So, obviously, back in year 10, it must have been like 2015, 2014.
Yeah. Something, like that.
No, I think it was 2015, because I was leavers of 2017. So it must have been 2015.
Honestly, I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember.
But we must have been like we were both like 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
And my friend Anna actually introduced me and Rada, and she was like, "Oh, this is Rada. She likes the Dolan twins as well." So I was like, "Oh," and then Rada goes, "Hi, nice to meet you." And I was like, "Hi, nice to meet you too."
This is so cringe.
Like,
whatever.
Rada was like, "So who's your favorite?" And I was like, "Oh, Grayson."
Ew.
She goes, "Yeah." She goes, "Well, we're the same age, so he's mine."
That makes me gag. Like, I can't believe I said that. Ew.
I was like, "Wait, how old are you?" And you were like, "Oh, I'm 15." I was like, "Well, I'm 15 too."
And I was like,
You were like, "Wait, are you actually?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah. I was like, you know when that like one meme, you were just like, "Thank you." Like, I'm the same. You thought.
I was like,
you really thought.
Yeah, and then after that, me and Rada never spoke.
Yeah. And then I had to
But it
return.
wasn't because of the Dolans.
Yeah,
It wasn't because of the Dolans.
Yeah.
It was because like you were doing your GCSEs and we just never saw each other again.
Yeah. Oh, that's so embarrassing.
And then we met again in year 12.
Yeah.
We met again in year 12, and then that's when we were like actually becoming friends because we were in the same class and we had this horrible teacher who kind of brought us together even closer.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of how we met.
And then you left, and then I
Yeah.
was lonely.
Sorry, I had to do it, man.
You had to just do it.
But going on to what I was saying me and Rod have been friends for 4 years. And the first time we ever went out, like out, not to each other's houses, but actually out in public, was last year in Winter Wonderland.
Was it?
Yeah.
No.
Because we'd gone to like the high street and stuff, but we'd never gone out properly.
Oh my god.
So Winter Wonderland was the first like proper.
This is what you call introvert.
Going out
We're
place.
introverts. That's why. You would have expected us to have gone out way more than what? That. Like the first time we actually went out properly was Winter Wonderland. Are you kidding me? That's crazy.
Last year.
That is so crazy. I did not expect that. But hearing it now, it makes me just think, what? How did you let that happen?
Hey man, we both don't like people.
We just don't like going out. That's what it is.
Yeah, we don't like going out. I mean, when we went out when the first lockdown was kind of like when they eased it, and then we were able to go back and kind of get back to a semi-normal life, and we got catcalled like 4 times.
Oh yeah.
We were actually talking about this recently.
This is so disgusting. Like literally, it was an experience, but it was just so stupid. We just wanted to go sit in the park and discuss life. I hadn't seen G in a long time, and I was like, I just want to be in your presence right now. I just miss you, period. Okay? And then we're sitting there, and there's a group of guys that come.
And I knew they were going to talk to us. We were having some deep conversation. We were talking about some drama that was going on between my sister and her friends, which is over now. But we were talking about that. We were like so like in deep conversation. And I saw them coming, and I was like, Rada, I have a feeling these guys are going to talk to us, because they were like looking at us and then talking amongst themselves and then looking at us. Yeah. And then the guy walks past, and I'm like,
and then he says hello to you or something.
Yeah,
and then
he was like, "You all right, girls?" Rada goes, "Huh?"
Yeah, I literally give them the most because to be honest, the sun was right in my eyes. I'm not a rude person, but when it comes to like I'm trying to talk to my friend to stop, go away.
He thought he did something. We should have barked at him.
I know, literally. and then he was like, "Are you all right?" And I'm like, "What?" And he was like, "I said, are you all right?" And I was like,
"Yeah."
Okay, yeah, okay. Now what? Like, go away. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you've asked.
Yeah.
It was just really weird. Like, I just don't understand why they think that's. But it's not even. It's okay. Like, I'm pretty sure they don't care. But it's more like, if that's the way you're gonna move to a girl, like, do you really think she's gonna feel comfortable? Like, no. That summer we really were getting catcalled, because I remember when I was walking home from your house. There's a pub near your house, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
And there was like this group of men. They were getting into the car, and I was walking past, and they were like, "Hey, baby, come, I'll drop you home. Come, baby, come." And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm literally gonna die today. I'm going to die." And I was like,
even when we were like walking back, that guy.
Yeah.
The thing is, I saw them looking. And again, we were in deep conversation.
Yeah.
But I was like looking around, and I see these guys, and they see us. They're in this car.
Yeah.
And they see us, and I'm like, great. I have a feeling they're gonna.
Yeah.
And he sticks his head out of the window.
He screams at us, and I literally just said "F off," like, because I was so pissed that I was so annoyed that it kept happening. So I screamed. I said, "Can you just all just F off?" And then everyone was like, "What is she screaming at?" I was like, "You just did not see what I was really annoyed that day."
I ignored him. I was like, I'm just not gonna.
I was like, we're old enough to be your daughter's love. Like, don't try it. Ugh. Whatever. Disgusting. I was gonna say something, but I was not gonna say it. I'm gonna, if you have money, I'm joking. joking. That's my crap humor. But yeah, I so you know, when it comes to this like catcalling, you can't even be mean to them. Like, you can't like literally be mean, because what about if they turn out to be some like psychopath? Yeah, like what if you're like ended, you know, like he's a rapist, and you know, you said go away, I don't want to talk to you, and then next thing you know, you're like,
and then he attacks you.
You've got to just be nice about it.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, I remember once I was walking home and it was kind of dark. And there was this dodgy guy walking in front of me, and I was like, oh, great. I was like, okay. You know when there's a dodgy guy walking behind you, so you walk
Oh,
faster,
hell, yeah.
just in case. But if there's a dodgy guy in front of you, you walk slower.
Yeah, so you just don't cross their way,
So,
yeah.
Yeah. So I was walking really slowly, hoping that this guy wouldn't see me. And then I was like, okay, if this guy turns onto the same road that I need to turn onto, I'm just not going to go.
Yeah.
And he did. And then I was like, you know what? I can't. This is my normal route, and I don't want to change my route.
Yeah.
Because if something happens to me, at least my parents will know where I am.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So I crossed the road. I turned onto the same road, but I was walking on the opposite side of the road, just in case.
Yeah.
And I was still walking slowly, and I was walking quietly so that he didn't hear me, because it was kind of dark. And I think it was raining, so I must have had my hood on or something.
Yeah.
So he was like walking, and I was keeping an eye on him, and then he stops, and I'm like, oh great, he hasn't seen me. But the minute he sees me, you know, you could just tell when you're about to be catcalled.
Yeah.
And you don't have, like, I don't mean it in a conceited way or like, oh,
no, but
like,
you could
I
feel
don't
it.
think I'm that
Let's
pretty,
like,
you can
let's
tell.
take that thought out of our head that like we think we're conceited or something. Catcalling happens to anyone, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, that was hot. Yeah.
So he sees me, and then I kid you not, he goes, woof, woof.
What?
Yeah, he was like barking at me, and I was like, oh my
What a creep.
God. I was like, should I fucking, oh, I was like, should I bark
No.
back?
Say meow. No, I'm joking. Don't do that. That's just weird. Can you hear me?
I should, I should just
Yeah,
moo at him and go moo. No, I called my mum, and I was like, Mum, this is the road that I'm on, but there was this guy, and he was like barking at me, but I'm just letting you know that I'm on this road and I'm nearby and I'm walking fast just in case. My mum panicked. She goes, okay, hold on, I'm gonna go get your dad. So she goes to my dad, and the next thing I see is I was on my road and I see this man running towards me. And I'm like, who is that? And then I'm like, oh, it's my dad running towards me.
Oh my God. Oh, I thought the guy was like running towards you.
No. So I see my dad, and my dad's like, are you okay? Like, where are they? Are they? And I was like, they? I was like, there's only one man, and he didn't follow me. I made sure that he wasn't following me. And he was like, oh, he goes, your mum said that there were a group of guys.
Oh my God, yeah.
And I was like, no, it was only one guy, but you know.
I would have hated to thought, yeah, your dad must have been like, oh my God, my daughter.
Yeah, my dad literally like ran, and I was like, bro.
Honestly, like if
it felt good because at least my parents
no,
care,
of course
you know?
they care, but like at least like you know that you know like you needed help and they straight like it was a minute wait, it was just straight there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oof. See this crazy. I just to be honest, being a girl.
I've been catcalled by a woman as well.
What? I've never had that.
That made me uncomfortable. Like, I mean, I was 17 at the time.
What did she say?
She looked me up and down, and she was like, God, and the D word. I can't say it because it's a swear word, but God, yeah. And I felt really uncomfortable.
What the hell? You know what?
I mean, I get uncomfortable when anyone catcalls me, but I felt more uncomfortable. I think because I was wearing I mean, it shouldn't matter what I was wearing, but I was in sixth form. I was wearing a skirt and tights. I was wearing like my high heel boots, and I had a long coat. It was summer, so obviously I wasn't going to wear a winter coat.
Not.
But it caught me so off guard, and I was like, oh God. And then I kid you not, this guy on his bike came like right after her, and then he was like, oi, oi. And I was like, oh my God, leave me alone.
Nowadays, like, the amount of harassment girls go through is just disgusting.
I hate it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I think in future we should just... The thing is, right, I was going to say you should just bark at them, but then I feel like they don't take rejection lightly, you know? They'll be busy catcalling you until you reject them, and then suddenly you're ugly.
You'll say, I'm literally not interested, love, and I'll be like, I don't like you anyway. And it's like, fine.
Your buzz anyway, and it's like, it's not like...
Didn't really care in the first place.
Are you a 10 out of 10 yourself?
No, honestly, literally. Literally, you look like I stepped on your face and you're really telling me that I look was like that. Please.
It's so like... you know, and they say that we're over dramatic, but the minute they lose a FIFA game, they throw the controller at the wall.
Oh my god, that's so true. That's so true. That's so true.
So I wanted to know, do you want to talk about Disney movie fan
Okay,
theories?
you're gonna ask me.
I
Wait,
have
you're gonna
some
ask me a question about Disney, and you're gonna ask me a question. You know how much I love Disney.
Sure thing, man.
Okay, as soon as I had Disney,
All right.
I was like, "Girl, this isn't even a question." Oh my god, I love Disney.
All right, so the first one. So basically, these are just a bunch of conspiracy theories that fans have come up with about these different Disney
Can we?
movies.
Okay. Yeah.
So the
I'm
first
so
one.
excited.
Oh,
No,
go
no,
on
no,
then.
go.
Okay, so the first one is about
Oh,
Lilo and
yeah, okay.
Stitch. So the first one is Lilo and Nani's parents from Lilo and Stitch were actually in the CIA.
I am not surprised. I would believe that. Yeah, because
Yeah?
the alien just comes to them technically, right? Right? Or am I wrong? Because I haven't actually watched the movie in ages.
I think, yeah, neither have I. I haven't watched it
But
in a
I
while.
know that like if they got involved with the aliens, like you know.
But Lilo's older sister took care of
Yeah.
her.
So where are the parents? But I think they said that they got in a car crash or something. Or am I wrong?
I think so. I don't remember, but that's one of the theories. The next one is actually Toy Story 2.
I just asked
And that, you know,
I just did a poll on my Instagram. Yeah.
I know,
Who did you choose?
I saw.
Really?
Toy Story 1.
Me and my friend, because
Yeah.
I did it because me and my friend were deciding which one's better. Because he asked me, he was like, "Do you like Toy Story or Toy Story 2?" And I was like, "I have to say Toy Story 2." Yeah. And then I was like, "Shall I ask a poll on my Instagram?" He's like, "Yeah, no, do it."
Do you know what it is? I don't remember Toy
To be
Story
honest,
2.
you need to watch it. You need to watch it.
I need to rewatch it because
No,
I
you
don't
actually
remember
need to watch
it.
it. ASAP.
Is it the one with the
No,
bear?
that's the third one. To be honest,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I like how I just skipped. I don't remember.
The thing is with me is I prefer like the first two because that's like the iconic ones. The third one was good, but it wasn't as good as the first and the second one, you know? The fourth one was good. I actually like the fourth one. Yeah,
Is there a fourth one?
Go! Literally, you have...
God, I have a lot of catching up to do.
Disney Plus. Please use it. You need to watch the fourth.
I'll do it. I need to do these assignments and then I'll do it. I'll do like a binge.
Oh, but can I just...
so...
No, actually, it's a spoiler. I don't know if I should or not. Like, the meaning... the fourth one, I loved it. I loved it so much.
Yeah.
Because it was like, you know, you could be a toy and be enjoyed for a while and then just be forgotten about. But then Woody joined I don't know her name again, but she's like the shepherd or the sheep lady or something. They then were helping other toys get a better... No, not Jessie. It's like the other the like shepherd one. She's not even a shepherd. You get that
Little Bo Peep.
And then they were helping like other toys like get chosen, and it's just like that meant that their life was more purposeful, you know. So I don't know. I just love that little thing.
So this conspiracy theory is that Wheezy, who was the penguin, was secretly a villain.
Maybe.
And the conspiracy behind it is that he was forgotten on a shelf and he became jealous of watching Andy play with Woody, Buzz, and everyone else.
Maybe. That does make sense.
Yeah. And then he tried to get rid of Woody.
That does sound pretty good. Wow.
Because someone goes, remember how Wheezy didn't say anything when Woody fell off Buster the dog?
But didn't he realise when he got back?
He did nothing to save his friend. I don't know, I haven't seen the second one.
Well, he gets back and then realises, oh, Woody didn't make it. So, I don't know.
Oh.
But then that's what I'm thinking. Why didn't the dog realise that Woody fell off? That's what I'm also thinking. Anyways, yeah. What other conspiracies?
Boo from Monsters, Inc. is actually the witch from Brave.
Nah. I don't know. Have you
Really?
seen? I've not seen Brave. Is it?
But
Does
I
it make
have.
sense?
It yeah, because the witch just comes through this door that literally appears from nowhere and then it just disappears. Which is kind of like how Monsters Inc.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
works.
sorry. I just never seen the movie, so I was like, what? Boo just seems. Yeah, I need to watch
You
it.
should
I'll probably
watch
watch it
it.
tonight. But yeah,
And apparently there was even a
yeah.
carving of, you know, Sully,
The monster. Yeah.
the monster, in the witch's workshop. Even though he won't exist for a few more
Oh, then
years.
that does make sense.
But I think Brave was set before the film. Obviously, the film Brave came out after.
Oh, the guy
Monsters,
was like,
Inc.
sorry.
But it was set in the time before.
Yeah.
So Emily from Toy Story 2 is actually Andy's mum.
Who? Say again. Sorry. Yeah.
Emily from Toy Story 2 is actually Andy's mum.
Wait.
Emily is Jesse's owner from Toy Story 2.
Oh my god. Wait.
You're gonna have to tell me whether this seems right or not, because I don't know.
But like...
It says when Andy is playing with Woody in the
Yeah.
original Toy Story, he's actually wearing a Jessie hat, not a Woody hat. So did he inherit the hat from his mum?
Damn. Sorry, I can't say that word. I apologise.
Okay.
Kind
Does
of.
it make sense
If
though?
it's
The
saying that he
conspiracy?
wore Jesse's hat instead of Woody's,
Yeah.
maybe. And because he's really obsessed
make
with
sense.
cowboys and stuff, like he could have inherited that from his mum. That's
Yeah.
crazy. And because the show is very old.
Well, here it says Emily's childhood room decor was 1960s Flower Power, and Toy Story came out in
Exactly.
1995, which would make Emily in her 30s. Perfect age to have a 6-year-old
Okay,
kid.
so I kind of believe that. Yeah. Have you got
Yeah.
anyone with Disney
Okay.
princesses?
And
It's Moana.
yeah, I will. The next
Okay.
one. Tarzan's Jane is descended from Princess Belle.
Yep. They look alike.
Yeah,
Yep.
because they look alike, right? Okay. They both
Yeah.
love the color yellow as well. So
That makes sense.
You know, Elsa and Anna are Rapunzel's cousin.
Who, Tangled? Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
Because there was something...
I can't lie, I haven't watched either.
You've never watched Frozen?
I haven't watched either one.
What?
Nope.
Gee, that is very
I tried and then I got
embarrassing.
bored.
You need to watch it.
I was like, no. I know the
Yeah,
songs.
but that's not good
I
enough,
know the
G.
songs,
You
but I
need to
just
watch the
never
movie.
watched it. I tried. I was on a plane, 16-hour flight, and it was.
my God.
I couldn't. Okay, I had
Okay,
16
after your
hours to
assignments,
watch
there's
it.
a load of movies we need to watch.
Sure. The king and queen of Arendelle died on the way to Rapunzel's wedding.
Yep. I've heard this one. Yep, that
makes sense?
very make sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ariel may have found the sunken ship of the king and queen of Arendelle.
Yes,
I don't know how to pronounce it, but
sorry, these are all the ones that I've heard
makes
of
sense?
before. Have you got ones with Mulan?
let me see. I've got one
go
for Aladdin. Aladdin takes place in the far off future.
Really? Wait, what? Why the future?
And then someone's saying that Aladdin never happened at all.
I just disregard that. Like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't understand that. Why would that make sense, though?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you seen Up? So Carl dies at the beginning of Up.
The old man?
Yeah.
I'm confused. What?
So someone goes, the first few minutes of Up are a harsh dose of reality. So it's weird. The rest of the movie is filled with magical elements like flying houses and talking dogs. One possible explanation, Carl actually passed away the night before he was going to be taken to Shady Oaks, and the movie follows his journey into the afterlife.
Okay. Okay. But I don't
Yeah.
believe that, no. I don't want to believe that.
No.
I
Okay.
don't want to.
The
Yay! My favorite,
Incredibles,
yeah.
Violet and
Yeah.
Dash, same. Violet and Dash were once super newborns. So the family doesn't realize Jack has powers until he turns into a
Yeah.
tiny human fireball.
Do you know, I never knew this. That the first time
But
they realized that he had powers was when, in the first movie, you know, when he's getting bitten, Jack is getting babysit. Yeah.
yeah, when he's getting
When
attacked.
he's babysitting. And
Oh yeah. Have you seen the little things on
yeah, the short films,
on
like,
Netflix?
that's when he... Yeah.
Jack
So I love
attack.
Jack. I want to make his cookies. The nom nom cookies. I really want to make them.
So,
Oh, I will, and I'll give you
oh,
some.
you
I'll
should.
come and give you some. That's the best thing about us is we live so close.
I feel like it's every best
Yeah,
friend's
I
dream to
literally
live close to each
exactly.
other, and we actually
We
have
would
that.
walk 5 minutes, and I'm there. I'm like, gee, I'm outside your house. Please
Yeah.
open up now. Here,
Yeah. Yeah.
Here.
Ariel's mum was in Peter Pan and was murdered by Captain Hook. Actually, that makes sense because there's a part in Peter Pan, I'm pretty sure, where
Okay,
there
so
are
I would be
mermaids.
yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, because Ariel's
Right?
mom doesn't exist. So.
The mermaid in Peter Pan is never named, meaning her name could be
Who's
Athena.
Athena?
And it's also revealed that Athena was killed by pirates. Ariel's mum.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised about that. To be honest, I haven't watched that much into it. Have you got one for Ratatouille?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
I can find some.
Okay.
Why not? There's one about Nemo. Nemo didn't survive the attack that killed his mother and siblings. I've actually seen this conspiracy theory before, and it's basically just all in Marlin's, like, it's him grieving, and it's like the different stages of his grief.
This is so sad. Thinking about it now, yeah.
So, they've put it the 5 stages. So his denial was not wanting Nemo to go to school. Anger was yelling at Nemo when he was swims out too far. Bargaining was his journey across the ocean. Despair, seeing Nemo flush down the drain.
Okay.
Acceptance, learning to finally let go of the past.
I don't want to think about that one because it's actually pretty sad. It's very depressing. Yeah.
That is sad. Okay, let's find some.
If there's one with Moana, I'd love it.
Ratatouille.
I love my Moana.
Let me see if I can find some. I've actually never watched Moana.
I can't believe you have a space on my Disney Plus and you have not seen these movies. You have them.
I'm busy watching literally everything else.
You can't be watching anything else. You've got to watch the Disney stuff and then you can do whatever you want.
Sure. Okay. Oh, this one is about Peter Pan. Peter Pan is actually the angel of death.
I do understand the story, but that doesn't make sense to me because he's always a young kid. So, is he bringing kids?
Well, yeah. When you die, you don't age, right? Or so it says that if you there's a thing where if you die as a kid, you stay a kid forever.
I can understand that, but is he bringing kids to the afterlife or something?
Yeah, that he takes them to the afterlife, Neverland. The Neverland where you never grow up.
But why? How were they dead? How do they die?
They die and then he just comes and collects them.
How did they die? Because it's weird.
I don't know.
I can see why that
say,
is.
But
that is, but I just don't kind of believe it. He could be actually.
Okay, so it says that this Ratatouille fan theory was shot down. So let's see. when Anton tastes Remy's ratatouille, he's reminded of his mother's cooking. There's a few hidden details that suggest Remy grew up in Anton's mother's house, learning to cook by watching Anton's mother.
my god, the old lady could have been his mum. Oh, okay, that makes so much sense. Oh my god.
But apparently it was shut down and they were like, no.
Though. Because
it makes sense. It makes...
But like, I don't know. Oh, I don't know, man. That's crazy. It does, doesn't it?
It does make sense, though.
Wow.
Let's see. I'm just like on Google trying to find these.
Is there any Sleeping Beauty ones? Because I feel like that would be a very creepy one. Or Mulan. Mulan would be cool.
Let me see. Oh, I found a Mulan one. Okay, so in Mulan, the owner of the doll represented all the little girls worth fighting for.
What? Sorry, say again? Yeah.
It says in Mulan, the owner of the doll represented all the girls that were worth fighting for. So there's a song called A Girl Worth Fighting. A Girl Worth... Yeah. And it ended right as Mulan and the rest of the soldiers came up on a destroyed village.
Yeah.
Where she picked up a small doll. And we all know that it must have belonged to a little girl who lived in the village.
Then it says that she was worth fighting for, right? Okay.
Yeah. Another one, the great stone dragon crumbled because it had used up all its power helping Fa Zhao.
Yeah. I think. I don't know that one though. I can't say that. Yeah, me too.
I'm not sure on that one.
Is there one for
Oh, Toy Story was it was basically made to show what went on behind the scenes at animation studios.
Toy Story? What do you mean?
Yeah. Before making Toy Story, John Lasseter, I think that's how you pronounce it, actually got fired from Disney after suggesting they use computer animation instead of hand-drawn animation. So the plot of Toy Story revolves around Woody, a more traditional cowboy toy, who's threatened by Buzz Lightyear, a new futuristic toy.
I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
there's one about Beauty and the Beast. The characters from Beauty and the Beast changed back to their cursed forms after the movie ended.
Oh. To be honest, I didn't... Yeah. I've never actually
seen it.
I would have assumed that the conspiracies for that would be really interesting.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The Lion King. Scar didn't run away because he couldn't comprehend.
Didn't want to run away.
Goodness.
Because he couldn't comprehend.
Yeah, that's what it says. He didn't run away. So it goes, Scar was confused and began to leave, but then leapt onto Simba and initiated a fight. Scar couldn't comprehend that Simba was a better person and a better ruler than he could ever be. He couldn't understand that Simba tried to give him a chance to escape. He was too stubborn to listen to anything besides his self-preservation instincts.
Scar is very weird. Yeah.
Someone said Black Panther wouldn't exist without the Lion King.
I don't have much.
I've never seen it, so I couldn't tell you.
I've not seen it either. We should watch it. Actually, we need to watch it.
We actually need to do this once lockdown is done. So there's a conspiracy about Tangled and Snow White. The classic Disney princess story has a beautiful princess, a charming prince, and evil queen or stepmother. You look at Tangled and Snow White, the beautiful princess is raised by a spiteful woman who isn't actually her mother and is obsessed with youth and beauty. Both villains turn into old hags before the movie ends, and use deceit disguised as love as their weapon of choice. So, could the mother from Tangled be the evil stepmother from Snow White?
Okay, wait, let me wrap my head around this.
So the mother from Tangled, could she be Snow White's evil stepmother?
Sorry, my brain isn't working right now. Can you say that one more time? I'm sorry. I saw that one meme that the dog.
The whole thing,
that one
or
bit,
just that one bit? So the mother from Tangled,
the bad mother,
is actually the evil stepmother. Yeah. From Tangled is the evil stepmother from Snow White.
Well, then was she already old in the beginning of the movie, or?
Well, it says that they're both beautiful princesses. I don't know, Tangled?
No, I know that, but you're saying that they're both. She's the same lady as the one in Sleeping Beauty and the Snow White and.
So
it's
is
a
it just a
coincidence? Yeah, because they're both stories. The lines are the same. Is it Snow White or Sleeping Beauty we're talking about? Okay.
Both. Sorry.
Snow
White.
What I'm trying to say is, let's say, because obviously Snow White was made before Tangled, she turned into old hag. Then Tangled happened, right? We don't actually know the timing, but this is what I'm assuming. She was already old, and then she found that flower was it that she used to become youthful with? Was she already old at the beginning of the movie, or? I know. See, this is the confusing thing. So I don't know how I feel about that one.
Okay, well, have you seen Alice in Wonderland?
Like, not properly, no.
Okay. I mean, okay, I guess we could still talk about it. I haven't really watched it properly. Well, I have,
Hazara
but I don't
loves
remember it that
movie,
well.
But the Tim Burton version. I love Tim Burton, guys. I just want to make sure that everyone knows that I love Tim Burton. But okay, so.
So this one is saying that people think that Alice in Wonderland has nothing to do with like the people who like did Alice in Wonderland and created it have said that it has nothing to do with drugs and hallucinations and stuff. But people still think that it's basically about Alice who's taken a bunch of drugs.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
So, because some goes from the caterpillar sitting on a mushroom smoking shisha to no, well, that's what they've said, to Alice's body distortion caused by magic mushrooms.
I mean, there are a lot of like drug like there's mushrooms everywhere.
Yeah, so people are like, could it be? Even though they've said that,
I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe they're just trying to make it kid friendly. It doesn't make sense. But oh my god, I have to also tell you, have you seen Good Dinosaur? So okay, there's a movie, like you'll have to watch it. Okay, so there's the boy and the dinosaur. They eat this specific type of like fruit, and then they start having hallucinations. Yeah.
Oh. Kind of like me when I had that migraine.
Were you having hallucinations, or were you just not being able to?
Well, I wasn't having hallucinations.
Feeling good,
but I
or
just
you
wasn't speaking in a way that made sense. I mean, I had a horse on my desk upstairs in my room, so like I just wasn't making any sense, and I couldn't remember how to speak.
That really freaked me out because I guess. Can I honestly say what I thought? Your texting is kind of scary sometimes. Okay, it's very like vague. So very vague. So literally, I woke up, and I thought, because we went out, that you had caught corona because of me, right? That's what I thought, and I was kind of stressing. I wanted to ask you the next morning, are you feeling okay? So, because normally I get sore throats when I wake up. So then I just start like thinking that, oh my God, I have corona. But it's just literally, I'm pretty sure I just don't drink enough water. My throat gets really sore, right? And then I got a text from you, I'm in the hospital. And I'm like, what? Gee, you were so vague. You're just like, you nothing. Yeah.
Do you know what it was?
I think you texted me when you were having.
Was this in November?
Hospital, like, you were chillaxing in the little hospital bed. But I think maybe you texted me when you were having the migraine, so you were like.
Yeah, because I don't remember. No, I remember telling you because was this back in July?
So.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure this one was back in July when I texted you. That sounds like me. I mean, I sent a message to my family
Yeah,
group
I
chat and I
was
don't
like,
even remember
well
sending it.
then, you were just like, I'm in the hospital, and I just started panicking. I went to go tell my mom. I was like, Mom, G's in the hospital, and then she got surprised. She was like, what? She was just here yesterday. But then we started speaking about it. She's like, you did not look well at the last 20 minutes. Like you were just like, I want to leave, and I was like, oh my god, I think she's ill.
Yeah, I get so I felt so bad
No,
because I was
you,
like, oh my God, I don't
yeah,
want to seem rude or disrespectful, but I was like, I start panicking because I
yeah.
needed my medication. My
Honestly, you're
medication was
not
at
rude. It
home.
was literally just like I wanted you to know, should we just give her a ride? But you just straight out the door. You already gone. So I was like, okay. I was like, we can give you a
Yeah,
ride. I was like, we can give you a ride, and then you're
I
done.
was
She's
so
gone.
agitated and yeah, no, I
Yeah.
got my dad to
Oh my
pick
god.
me up and
Wait, my
stuff.
brother just made the
Yeah, it
cupcakes.
was kind of
Now I kind of
crazy.
want them. Wait, G. You know what I'm gonna say. Yeah.
You want to go eat the cupcakes, don't you? It's fine. We've
We have?
been recording for
Oh my
77
god,
minutes.
that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
so crazy. Sometimes you just don't realize it. So what we'll do, okay, so I'll say,
No.
can we continue the podcast on Thursday or Friday? Wait, when are you free?
We can do a
Thursday or
part two.
Friday?
I don't mind. I'm trying my best. I want to finish these.
Oh my
Guys,
god,
I'm
wait,
doing 3
gee.
assignments at the same
I
time.
feel
I'm trying to
bad
get them
now.
done before the 31st.
Okay.
No, it's
because
fine. We
he
can do it
says
after. I don't mind. I'm halfway through. So from all of them, I'm halfway through all of them. Except for the 3,000 word one.
okay.
I'm not
Honestly,
even
girl,
halfway through.
literally, you take your time.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed
Literally,
this
guys,
podcast.
it's kind of creepy. I'm kind of creeped out, but conspiracies, man.
Yeah. My social medias are literally just my YouTube is just
Yeah.
my name,
Mine,
Jahan. You
shall
can
I
find
give
it on my
mine?
profile. And
Okay, my
yeah,
Instagram,
it's up to you.
ladies
Go
and
ahead.
gents, is my name is so weird. People are gonna be like, this bitch, really. Sorry. I made it up
doing
to
so
the
well.
last couple of minutes. Okay, it's XRXTXO. Cut it. That's it. That's my Instagram.
Go follow her. Yeah. Acting like we're gonna go viral after this podcast.
Something just happened. But okay. So we'll do another one at the end of this week. And hopefully, and then we'll have a part 2 to it. Because I think this is very interesting. Beforehand, shall we discuss the conspiracies before we come on? Yeah.
Yeah, so that
because when you hit me
we
with
know what we're gonna
Madeline,
talk about.
whatever, what's her name? Madeline.
Yeah, definitely.
I was like, oh, I was not prepared
Madeline
for this.
McCann.
How do I sound like I know what I'm talking about? Ooh.
Sure. Guys, this is literally just us unscripted and everything. So this is us usually. And to be honest, we would talk about conspiracy theories anyway. Even if you weren't doing a podcast.
Exactly. Okay. I'll talk to you later. Yeah. And thank you all for listening.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. We hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, remember to follow us on our social media.
Right. You too.
And
yeah,
have a good day. Stay safe. And
maybe next
we'll see you in the next podcast.
Oh my god, that sounds so weird.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh my god, happy
guys,
New Year, guys.
I hope you guys get everything you want. I feel like 2021 is going to be my year. I just feel it. Yeah.
Actually, you know what people are saying? You know how it's 20 and then 21, 2-1? People are saying, oh, it sounds like 2020 and then 2021. You know when you win something?
2021.
But the past tense. 2021.
2021. What? Okay.
I'll explain it to you after.
We'll
but
end it now.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, guys.